What's up, guys? It's Emilio Soto here, or Emilio Nerdy Guys 15354. Here to bring you another deck profile, and this deck profile, guys, is on Gimmick Puppets. This deck, this archetype was something that I was really excited about as soon as Number Hunters came out. I loved it. I loved the whole concept of the puppets and how strange and meticulous and just downright bizarre they were. The cards, the artwork was amazing. Um, their effects are insane. I love them to death. I am a huge fan of puppets. I love watching Naruto. I think y'all are familiar with that cartoon. I have my favorite Akatsuki member's ring here. Y'all should already know who this is. It's Sasori's, the puppet guy. Basically, he uses puppets, and I fell in love with it. Ever since then, I love puppets. So, guys, the deck profile is something that this deck profile, I'm sorry, is something that I put together myself. I saw some other builds online. Either one of them goes for the quick OTK build, which has the Infernal Reckless Summonings in them, the advanced draws, the trade-ins and stuff like that. And then the other build I see is just using them, uh, I think, as rank 4. I think they use the Humpty Dumptys for rank 4s or something. But there's never usually any defense in them, and I see these decks play out, and they don't ever have nothing to fall back on as soon as their plays go. Their plays go through, they don't kill the opponent, or the opponent counteracts with something, they can't recover from it, and then next turn they're basically screwed because they can't recover enough resources to do anything about it. So, this is my build so far, and in every one of my decks, I love to use a lot of traps. The only exception being Mermail back then, because that deck didn't need traps whatsoever, except maybe I can't say it. You know what I mean, though. Don't make fun of my speech impediments. Anyways, guys, let's get down to the deck profile. We have three Gimmick Puppet Druid dolls. This is without a doubt my favorite Gimmick Puppet. Um, the Japanese artwork, I'm not really sure. I can't remember if the box was a coffin or not. I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember. It could be a box. I don't know. I could just be looking at the dark side of things. I have no idea. Anyways, this card is really amazing. It's level 8, attack 0, defense 0, but that really doesn't matter. In all honesty, I wish the defense was at least 2,000, because if I ever did need to sit on it, I could. Anyways, when this card is in the graveyard, I can banish one other Gimmick Puppet monster from my graveyard and special summon this card from my graveyard onto the field. The only problem is, though, if I do want to XZ with this card, it has to be a Gimmick Puppet card. So that's the only problem with it, but at the same time, it's not that bad of a problem because these Gimmick Puppet XYZs are actually really good. So I'm not really complaining. I'm just letting y'all know the whole details about this beautiful looking card. Next, we run three Gimmick Puppet Magnet Dolls. This card is freaking incredible. It's an attack and defense of 0, and this is actually a good thing that it's actually 1,000, because they can't bottomless it. And I don't know why, but I have such bad luck against bottomless. Any person I play, they have it. I don't have no clue why. Decks they don't need it have it, and yet when they duel me, they for some reason have it. Point is, though, this card is really neat because when your opponent controls a monster, and all of my monsters that I control are Gimmick Puppets, I can special summon this card from my hand. That's a free level 8 monster onto the field to special summon. Basically, remove from play any other Gimmick Puppet monster in my grave to bring a Druid Doll, special summon Magnet Doll from my hand. And what do you know? It's an instant rank 8. This card is insane. And also, I just want to comment on the Gold Secret. Oh my god. Konami just. Konami just did it again, man. Konami just made a really great rarity. I bet all of y'all are thinking, "Oh, he's gonna talk shit about the rarity." No, I love the rarity. Secret gold, that's just sick. The ghost gold was only cool for gores and perfection. That's it. Barkion, no. Barkion looks 10 times better. Secret. Why they put him ghost? No freaking clue. Anyways, Gimmick Puppet Magnet Doll, three of them. He's a really good card. Next, we have a card that can be utilized basically whenever. Gearspring Spirit. You can special summon this monster from your hand if the only monsters you have in your grave are all machines. Basically, it's a free summon. It's a free. Oh, it's got a smudge. It's a free level 8 monster in the field for a free uh, rank 8, basically. So I love this card to death. Also, if you're having trouble with the monster whose attack is too high, like Noble Knights, you can target one of their monsters and their attack becomes 0 until the end phase. So you can special summon it, do its effect first, and then rank, and then just basically destroy their monster. Next, we have a Machina engine. Now, I know what y'all are saying. Didn't know the other Gimmick Puppet decks have a Machina engine. Well, guys, there's a reason for that. Because it works, okay? If somebody told me, oh, you're only using the Mermail deck with Megalos and guns, well, yeah, because that's how it works, man. I'm sorry. But that's the only way it's going to work. Now, in this case, this isn't the only way the deck will work, but it's a good way for it to work. And then we have the rest of it, which is Machina Fortress. This card is amazing. You want your Jury Doll and this other card that I'm about to show you, which is called Shadow Feeler, to go to the grave. Even if it's another Gimmick Puppet to go to the grave, you want it to. Just due to the fact that Jury Doll can utilize that, or you can send Jury Doll itself, or you can send Shadow Feeler to itself and get a free, basically bone-crushing level 7 2500 attack beat stick that is, if it's destroyed by battle, you get to pop any one of the cards. And if it's targeted by a monster's card effect, which is basically all these cards today, you can look at their hand and discard a card. It's really funny using this card against Fire Fist because they do not want to get rid of their cards. So that's really funny. They sometimes stall on it and it's too late for them to get rid of it, and I run over their monsters. Next we have 2 Gimmick Puppet Scissor Arms. This guy is really amazing. He's basically a Foolish Burial. Enough said. Actually, if his attack was higher than 12, I would run him at 3 because that'd be amazing. But man, his attack just sucks too much for me to run him at 3. He's just basically a hazard to run at 2. But he does help plays go off. He does help. He's helped me win a game or two, so I'm gonna give him that. Next, we have 2 Gimmick Puppet Gear Changers. Basically, he can't be special summoned from the deck, which sucks, but he can be normal summoned from your hand. Basically, what you can do is you can normal summon him, special summon Gimmick Puppet, Magnet Doll from your hand, or Jury Doll from the grave, and he gets to copy their level once per turn, and then you can go for an instant rank 8. It's amazing. He can only copy Gimmick Puppet levels, though. Next, we have Shadow Feeler. Shadow Feeler is an amazing card, and I am sorry to say that I used to talk so much shit about this card just because I looked at it and it looked like Human Centipede or something. This card's amazing, though. It can be destroyed by battle. When you when it's in the graveyard and you take direct damage, you can special summon it from your grave in attack mode, but when you do, you take 1,000 points of damage. But he can't be destroyed by battle. You get a free monster from the grave as soon as their last attack is done, and then you can use Junk Puppet or Jury Doll or Magnet Doll or a Gear Changer and automatically go for rank 8 again. So the rank 8s do not slow down in this deck. You can make one almost every turn. It's incredible. That's for all for the monsters. I think it's about 21 or 22. But like I said, most of these monsters you'll be ditching anyways. Next we have 3 Junk Puppets. This card's actually really cool. It's basically a monster reborn for Gimmick Puppets. Target 1 Gimmick Puppet monster in the graveyard, special summon it. You can only activate it once per turn. But enough said, it's a really good card. 3 MSTs because you want to go for game pretty fast. So you're going to be wanting to use 3. Next we run 3 trade-ins for draw power. Like again, you can ditch Shadow Feeler or Magnet Doll or Jury Doll, Gearspring Spirit, just get your cards, It's okay if they're in the grave. Foolish Burial, for more grave presence, and Lure Darkness for more drawing power, because if you summon out your Felgrand or your Tachyon Galaxy Dragon, whatever the hell he's called, and you have them in the grave, you can't use Gearspring, but you can use Allure Darkness, remove them because you can't use them anyways, and problem solved. Next you have the traps, which I'm going to go by really fast. 2 trap stuns, of course, for game-winning plays. 2 mirror forces. 2 deep prisons. A torrential, and a solemn because solemn's just too broken not to use. That's it for the deck, guys. I'm going to show you the extra deck now. The extra deck y'all will freak out a little bit about, but here's a Steel Swarm. Here's an Abyss Dweller. Here's a Black Ship of Corn, a Gaga Cowboy, and a Photon Popple Operative. Those are the rank 4s, and you'll see why I have 5 rank 4s in this deck to begin with later on. Next we have 2 Gimmick Puppet, number 40 Gimmick Puppet of Strings, I'm sorry. Tongue twisted. This card's effect is okay. You can detach and then put string counters on all monsters on the field, on your opponent's side of the field. Face up, I'm sorry. Except, no, I actually think it's all, yeah. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ from this card, place 1 string counter on each face-up monster on the field. Yeah, it's everybody. Yeah, it's everybody, I guess. Except this card. If you do, during your opponent's end phase, destroy the monsters with string counters. And if you do, inflict 500 points of damage to your monsters equipped. See, that is really good, but it's at your opponent's end phase. By then, they'll XZ into it or they'll get rid of it. So, the shadow version of this is way better. But it's a 3000 beat stick, so that's why I use it. Next we have 2 number 15 Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinders. This card is really amazing. Excuse me. You up to twice per turn you can detach 1 XZ material from this card. Target 1 special summon monster your opponent controls and destroy it. If it was an XYZ monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. So that's really good. Next you have 2 Heretic Sun Dragon Overlord of Heliopolis. Sorry, I'm really tongue twisted today for some reason. But this card does, I don't think I really need to explain it to much people, but it basically lets you ditch monsters in your hand to destroy the same number of cards on the field. And again, ditching monsters in this deck is a good thing, so that's why. Next we run 2 number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. This card is really cool. I love the way it looks Ultimate. I think it looks better Ultimate just because it looks all mechanical. But I run 2 because I have to. I have 2 of them, and that's why I run them at 2. So yeah, that is basically the only reason why I run them at 2. And because I've been able to special summon them twice before, so that's funny. And then 2 Divine Dragon Knight Felgrands. Because, again, I want to go for a game and I don't want nothing touching him, so I will go for game by using 2 of these guys. This card is really amazing. You can detach during either one of the player's turns and basically target himself, so then he's basically protected from other card effects. So that's pretty neat. You can basically go for instant game whenever you want. So I like that. It's really good. It really is. Next, guys, I am going to show y'all the side deck for this, because I think the side deck is really, really cool. Again, I run the rank 4s because of this guy. Gimmick Puppet Humpty Dumpty. He allows you to special summon 1 Gimmick Puppet monster from my hand when he's normal summon or special summon. So I can summon Gear Changer and go for instant rank 4s. He's basically a goldfish, so I like that. Next you have Gimmick Puppet Gear Changer. We have 2 Twisters because of Vanity's Emptinesses and Tankies Are a Bitch. Barrier from the Different Dimension because Dreidar removes from play a lot of things and Lure Darkness does the same. 3 Reckless Greeds. 1 more Trap Stun. 2 Divine Wraths because Divine Wrath, well, again, ditching cards from the hand is not a bad thing, so that's why. And then I would love to run 2 Mistakes, but I don't have them. They're in my Raccoon deck. I actually got them the other day, but I need 2 Mistakes. So guys, that is the deck. This is the side deck, actually. Let me show you the actual deck, but this is the deck. It's really fun. It's really amazing to play. It's a really fun archetype. I suggest y'all get right on top of it because it is fun as hell. and using it in tournaments would be hilarious because not a lot of people would be expecting it. So guys, don't forget to rate, comment, like, and subscribe. Again, it's Emilio Nerdy Guys 15354 Soto or Emilio Soto. You can find me either way, and I'll be bringing y'all more deck profiles in the future. I'll see you later, guys.